Guys, welcome back to another video. I got Kurt here. Say hi, Kurt.
Hello.
Today we are doing testing the test ride. So, what is this car called, Kurt?
This is called the Taho coupe.
Taho coupe. I call it the Taho coupe. Anyway, let's test drive this thing out, huh?
Yep. Okay, so in the Taho coupe, so it's a two-door car and it's a muscle.
Yep. And what do you? It's a little bit drifty. Don't you remember that, eh?
Yeah, it is a little bit drifty, and the speed is a bit average as soon as you rev the car.
Well, it's not that bad on speed, to be honest. But I wonder one more thing before we end this thing. Can this thing do a wheelie? Not quite. Not quite.
No.
Anyway, what do you think of the performance of the car, Kurt?
Yeah, I love the performance too.
Handling, braking.
Handling, braking is good too.
The way it can take corners is a little bit drifty, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So, what would you rate this out of 10?
I'd probably rate this an 8.
Okay, so it's good, but it's not perfect, right?
No, not perfect.
Let's move on to the next car.
Yep. Alright, the car we're test driving is the Pessa.
What do you think of the looks of the car, Kurt?
They look a bit weird, the looks.
Yeah, I think it's weird how it's got the front wheels are small and the
Yeah.
back wheels are big.
Yeah,
Do you see that?
I do see it, yeah.
Anyway, shall we test drive this car?
Yep. Alright, what do you think of the car?
I say this so many times. I don't like this car at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the fact that the tires are massive on the back and the front is, and it's not even a good looking car. So I'm gonna say no. But the car is a muscle car and
Yeah.
it's a two-door car. But I want to know, what do you think of the car?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say it so many times. Like, I do not like the car at all because, like, there's a difference here. The wheels at the back are massive, but the wheels on the front are very small. So I would not recommend it at all.
I wouldn't recommend it on my worst enemy.
And it's got very terrible turning when you take corners.
Yeah, and terrible braking. Everything is generally bad about the car anyway. So what say we move on to the next one?
Yeah, the car we're test driving is the Fagula, and it's under Sports Classics, and it is a two-door vehicle, of course.
Yeah, it is a two-door car.
Yeah.
It has a massive boot. Have you
does.
Did you see the massive boot on the car? It's so big.
Yeah,
Okay, well, let's test drive this thing out.
yeah. Alright, I'm gonna let you start. What do you think of the car?
Well, it's definitely not the best looking car. But it's definitely not on my top 10.
Yeah,
But do you remember what this car's called, Kurt?
this is called the Fagula.
Yes, and well, to be honest, I don't think this is the worst looking sports classic car in the game. I think that honor goes to another car, but I can't think of the name. Anyway, what do you think of the car?
The car's okay, but I think it's a little slow, but it looks a bit fat on the sides here too. And
Wow.
the boot is so big as well.
Are you fat shaming people?
No, I'm not.
No. But fat cars aren't necessarily the worst cars.
Yeah.
Anyway, So this is a two-door car, sports classic, blah blah blah. What do you think of the performance, handling, and braking and stuff like that?
Oh, they're all good, yes.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have a problem with the braking. Anyway, we shall move on to the next car now.
Yeah, so this car is called the Tigon.
Yep, it's a two-door supercar, and it's honestly a car I really want to upgrade with you at some point, Kurt. So if you choose this car, I'll be really happy.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the test drive, eh?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll start. The Tigon, I do love it considering you smashed into my backlight though.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, I love the performance and handling and the braking, and it takes some corners very good, this car.
Yep, and what do you think of the looks of the car in general, Kurt? Because I'm kind of interested to know.
Yeah, I love the looks of the car in general, because there's an exhaust on the back here.
Yeah, and it's one of the few cars that actually have, like, those, like, roof windows.
Yeah.
Do you see those? Yeah.
I do see it, yes.
Yeah, it's a really interesting looking car at least, but I think you and I would really benefit from upgrading this car. Well, not benefit, but I think this car would be a really cool car to upgrade with you.
Would you consider upgrading this car if you made a decision if you're going to do it or not?
Well, if you choose a different car,
Yeah.
I will make you choose this car.
Yeah.
I will make you choose this car because I'm taking the pick too. Anyway,
Okay.
let's move on to the next car, shall we?
Yeah.
Kurt, what's the car called?
So this car is called the Autarch, and it is a two-door vehicle and a super.
Okay, what do you think of the looks in general?
I like the looks of it, yeah.
Well, you don't know this, but I actually call this car the Anyway, we shall move on to the test drive.
Yeah. Okay,
What do you think of the Autarch?
yeah, I love the Autarch. I love the looks of it and the performance and handling and the brakes. And takes corners very good too.
I just took a look at this, Kurt, and this thing has some pretty interesting looking headlights.
Yeah.
Take a look at the front of the car and look at the lights. They look kind of interesting, don't they?
Wow. Yeah.
Anyway, what do you think of the performance, brakes and handling, and stuff like that?
I like them all. Yes.
Yeah, obviously this car does not have a retractable spoiler, and I have no idea if the doors are butterfly doors, so...
You mean the scissor doors?
Well, I call them butterfly doors.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Anyway, yeah, two-door supercar, not a bad-looking car.
Yeah.
I would be keen to upgrade this if you were keen on it, but
Yeah.
can't make any promises. Let's just move on to the next one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Kurt, so this is called the Infil Sledge.
Yeah.
This is a sports car, two-door car. What do you think of the looks of the car right now?
Yeah, I love the looks of it right now.
So one of the few things about this car is that it comes stock with a spoiler.
Oh yeah.
Not many cars can say that it has a spoiler stock.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's just say we move on to the test drive.
Sure. Okay, so this car here is called the Infil Sledge.
Infil Sledge.
Infil Sledge, yeah, it's a two-door vehicle. It's under sports. What do you think of this car?
I don't have anything against it, but it's not something I would buy again. I have bought this car before, but I wouldn't buy it again.
I do like the looks and the handling and performance and the braking. Oh, there's something else too. This car is an electric one.
Yes, I did state that it is electric before, but
Yeah.
yeah. So, out of 10, what would you rate this car out of 1 to 10?
I would rate this one a 9.
Okay, so you really like this car, but it's not quite there for you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say we move on to the next car.
Yeah. This car is called the Appar SZ.
Yep.
So it's a 4-door car.
Yep, four-door car, muscle car.
Yeah.
Let's test drive this thing out.
Yep. Alright, what do you think of this car?
I think the braking could be a bit better, but overall, the car doesn't perform horribly, you know. What do you think of the car?
Yeah, I agree on you there. I think the braking could be a bit better, and the car does look a bit fat on the sides. I'm sorry if I'm trying to fat shame the vehicle, you know?
Damn. I don't think vehicles have feelings.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got nothing to say really. It's just another ordinary car.
It is a bit of an ordinary car, yeah. I've got nothing else to say.
Let's just move on to the next one.
Yeah.
What's this car called again, Kurt?
So this car is called the Dynasty. We did try to find it in the sedan bit, but it was not in there, so we had to find it at Simeon's place.
And we're going to do the next old-looking car.
Yeah.
At the sewers.
All right, then.
Let's move on to the test drive. What's the car called again?
The Dynasty, and it's a 4-door car.
And do you remember what class it was in?
And a sedan.
Alright, so let's move on to car.
Yep. Okay.
What do you think of the performance, handling, brakes? What do you think of all that?
Oh, yeah, it looks all good.
I don't think it looks that great. I mean,
Maybe not.
you're only saying that because I say it doesn't look good, eh?
Nah.
Anyway, I think the car. I'll admit the car has got good braking, handling, and turning.
Yeah.
I'm just not a fan of the looks of this car, to be honest.
No.
But you know what?
What?
You know what I think is weird, Kurt?
What?
You like the Windsor drop, remember? Right?
The one with the convertible with the 4-door?
Yeah.
The car with the roof?
My question is, why do you like that one and not this one?
Because it's a really cool car.
How is it a cool car? Explain yourself.
Well, I mean, you gotta admit, it's like driving in a boss's car.
I don't have to. You could say the same thing about this car, but it's just not black. You could, if you were to drive this car in a black car, it would be like you're in a mafia car.
Yeah, it is like driving a mafia car. That's why my car is called the Ennis Windsor Drop.
I'm still not a fan of this car, or the Windsor drop. But let's move on to the next car.
Yeah, the car which he's driving here. What was this? So this is called the Weedy Dynasty, and it's in a sports classics car.
You know what this car kind of reminds me of?
What?
A taxi.
It is a bit like an old taxi.
Yeah, but I think it might actually be a upgradable car to a taxi.
Have you heard of a song called Big Yellow Taxi?
The name rings a bell, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the test drive.
Yep.
Okay, Kurt, so what do you think of this car here?
It looks okay though, but I think the outside of it, the color looks a bit ridiculous.
To be honest, it kind of reminds me of a Pukeko.
Yeah.
The car, I think it's not bad. Handling, turning, what do you think of that?
Yeah, it's not too bad. Handling and turning is alright.
What would you rate this car out of 10?
I'm gonna have to rate it a 4 because it does look hideous on the outside.
Well, to be honest, I don't think so. I think it looks okay. I like the honk, okay, please, on the back. And I have to rate it a 6 because I think this reminds you of a taxi. I don't know why. But this just reminds you of a taxi.
There is a song called Big Yellow Taxi.
Yeah. Do you want to sing a little bit?
A big paradise, put up a lie.
It's okay. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. So this car is called a Corvette, is it?
Corvette Backfin, and it
Yep.
is a...
The Corvette Backfin is a muscle car and it's 2 doors. This
Yep.
vehicle.
What do you think of the looks of the car, Kurt?
Yeah, I love the looks of the car.
I think it looks kind of weird, but I guess we both have different opinions, right?
Yeah.
Let's move on to the test drive.
Yep. The car is called the Corvette Backfin and it's 2 doors, so it is a muscle car. Now, what do you think of this car?
I think, I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. I'd probably rate it at maybe a 5 at best. But what do you think of the car, Kurt?
It's very good. I'm gonna go a little higher and rate it a 7.
You don't think it's too bad, but you don't think it's... You're kind of like in the middle ground, eh?
Yeah.
You don't think it's bad, but you don't think it's good, eh?
Yeah.
What do you think of the performance, braking, handling, and stuff like that?
The performance is good. The handling is very good. The braking's all good too.
Yep. And let's say we move on to the next car.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so this is called a thrust and it's a motorcycle. I'm not really a fan of motorbikes, so.
Let's move on to the test drive then.
Yep.
Kurt, what do you think of the bike?
The thrust is alright. I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan of motorcycles. The tuning is pretty good and the braking. I don't really have anything else to say about the bike.
Well, I'm not really a fan of bikes either, but I only give it points for this. It can do a wheelie.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes, so I'm gonna rate it at least a 5 for the fact that it can do a wheelie. It can't go higher than that
I'm gonna go 1 up higher and rate it a 6.
because of the wheelie thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yep. So this is the last car of the day, and so this is called the Taurus, and it's a 2-door vehicle.
This car just reminds me of like a supercar race in real life. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I think it's just a livery. Anyway, what do you think of the looks of the car, Kurt?
Yeah, I do love the looks.
Let's move on to the test drive, huh?
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna let you. Okay, so I'll start. The Taurus is very good, and the performance and handling and the tuning is very good too.
What do you think of the looks of the car?
Yep, I love the looks of it too.
So I guess that leads me to my last question of the day. What car are you gonna choose?
Well, I know the pressure was on me when you were telling me to choose this car, and yes, I will pick the Tigon.
Thank God. I was hoping you wouldn't pick this thing.
Yeah.
I don't, and it's not that I have a thing against this car. I just don't think this thing has many upgrades for it, or liveries, or anything. So I feel like you made the right choice there.
Yeah.
Tigon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you guys want to watch the video, it'll come out in a few coming days. So.
All right then.
Let's end the video. Peace out.
Peace.